It's all good. Getting ready to go live for a little bit. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brief new episode of Nick's Knowledge and Notions NQ Science Series brought to you by the Seven Spheres of Money. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, because it's just me today. But before we get started with this quick show, like the video, share it, and help us get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now let's go ahead and get into the show. All right, there goes the banner, Nick's Knowledge and Notions. That's what you're in tune with. And like I said, like, share, subscribe. There it is, like, share, and subscribe. Getting used to these mobile functionings here. So as you see in the title of the video, I'm live at an event. I'm actually outside the venue right now. I'm going to go in and show you what's going on in just a minute. But before I do that, I'll tell you a little bit about the event and, why it's significant. And then we will, go ahead in and see what's going on. So this is a poetry spoken word event centered around mental health. So the featured poets are expressing themselves, sharing their art and dealing with the subject of mental health. And then after the featured poets finish performing, there'll be an open mic time where, folks can sign up, come up to the mic and speak their truth, speak their word. So we're going to talk a little bit about mental health and its connection to expression and its connection to poetry. So you can think about poetry and expression as freedom. And I see mental illness, the lack of good, strong, positive mental health as bondage, as a burden that weighs you down. Now, I'll preface this before I say anything else. If you or anyone is suffering through mental health issues, it's important to seek professional help. But the common denominator is that one of the methods of coping in dealing with mental health issues is to express yourself, especially through writing, poetry, art, whether it's visual art, written art, verbal art, performing art. You can express yourself and cope with the stresses of life. And even if it's not art, just writing in general is a way to cope with the stresses of life and to deal with mental health. So we hear about journaling. Journaling is a very healthy outlet to dealing with mental health issues. So even if you're not writing poetry or creating some type of art form, definitely journaling, writing down your thoughts is a healthy outlet to alleviating some of that stress, some of that anxiety. In case you didn't know, I'm an English teacher, and one of the main things that I love about my profession, about teaching this subject, is that I'm able to provide students with the opportunity to express themselves, express themselves through the written word, express themselves through spoken word, whether it's artistic or creative or academic, the students are able to express themselves. Because a lot of the text, the books that we read, the poetry that we read is all, connected to what the students may be going through, or topics or themes that they can relate to. One of my favorite professors from undergrad, from college, Dr. Greg Hampton, said the predominant premise of this course is that literature is a direct reflection of the people who produce it. So we can see ourselves in the things that we're reading and writing. And it's the same thing when the students have the opportunity to express themselves, whether if they're writing a poem, whether they're writing a personal narrative about a real life event that they experience, and they're delivering a lesson from that experience, or even if they're just coming in the beginning of a class and doing their do now, and responding to a quick prompt. It gives them the opportunity to express themselves and express their thoughts and their feelings. And of course, and I'll be going in just a minute, to show you all what's going on, but to tie this into the 7 spheres of money and finances, mental health and expression is tied to money as well. We know that there's big money in the mental health industry, and pharmaceutical industry is tied to mental health when certain medications and drugs are prescribed to treating certain illnesses and conditions. Whether medication is needed or not, that's up for debate, and that's up to that person's individual condition. Like I say, always seek out professional help if you're going through a mental health situation. But we know that medication isn't always necessary, and your physical health, your financial health can be preserved by pursuing alternative methods, such as self-expression, expressing yourself through the word and through art. And we also know that, if you have the gift of expression, whether it's creative or academic, written or verbal, you can turn that into a business for yourself. Book publishing, performing, the internet has opened up the floodgates to reaching the masses of people, on the web, to get your truth out, and for you to also receive the payment or the compensation for sharing your gifts with the world. So those are some thoughts that I have on mental health and its connection to poetry and just expression in general. So I'm getting ready to take you all inside so you can get some sights and sounds of the last featured poet that's up. So I'm going to sneak in here real quiet. I'll flip my camera around and let you all see what's going down. So bear with me 1 second.
This is me speaking my heart to you. This is me vibing for what I know is true. I'm sharing a piece of my spirit. So we are all intertwined from our mind to our heart to our bone marrow. You understand? It's in our blood for us to be connected. Let those scientists try to dissect it, and they still can't. We are the champs of overcoming everything, overcoming anything, anything. We can do it all. We created it all. You understand? And I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. Because it's all about the heartbeat, rhythm. Five.
Yo, yes.
get that correct. My name is Suleiman Arkway. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I'm 1/3 of 3 the Art Way, the art that you see around here. I'm sharing the space with this lovely young lady over here. Shout out to her. Y'all need to know her because she's a problem in the art scene. You understand? Besides her, you see some of my mother's work, Yvonne Arkway. And Rita Arkway is comprised of my mother, my brother, and myself. And we do anything from murals to paintings to portraits to logos, graphic designs, comic books, coloring books, live painting. Asia is actually my cousin. My little niece, called niece cousin, you know, I see my cousin over there too. Shout out to Leah Hay. Shout out to my man right here, good dude. Just met you, but I know you're a good dude because she's with you. You know what I'm saying? But October the 7th through the 10th is a big exhibit called North Arts Festival. And that's about 1,000 different artists that all do different exhibits throughout the city. And we're going to have our own exhibit as part of the North Arts Festival called Art Keyology. Because we held the keys to everything, to open the doors to everything. Through art, we want to show you that journey of what we really have. So we invite everybody to come witness what we will have for you. So I want to try one more thing, and I'm just letting you know I don't write. And tonight, everything you got here was what you got here.
I peeped it, brother.
You understand? So I don't know what I was going to say, but I'm vibing off your energy. And that's what came out tonight. And I appreciate you giving me that energy. And I thought about writing. I said, you know what? I might write something today. I just didn't have the time. Shout out to every poet that does that, and they rhyme, they write, and get every line just kind of come ferocious. The dopest is like that. They don't go left, right, lay on the floor. You know what? He got rhymes galore. Rhymes galore. I'm talking to everybody that comes after me. Hear that lyrically, but heal everybody spiritually at the same time with your rhymes. Because we had enough crime, gunslinging, dope dealing, trying to be on the wall chilling, being villains. We don't need that. We need to put that crown back and find our way back home. Peace.
Appreciate that.
Y'all clap it up for all the future artists that came through. Just a whole lot of inspiration. I'm just going to go straight into it, and then we're going to open the mic up, so we'll have our people come up and do an open mic. But I'm going to go straight into it. And with the mental health, you know, so much going on, just figuring out different ways, right? So all what we're doing right now, just releasing and writing. I know we said that before, but that's an outlet. And this was a poem that just helped me. During, I'll say like a little after high school, just like trying to figure things out more, trying to see my direction a little more. So I started writing a little more as well. And these are old poems, but I never really shared them like that. And it still resonates. So I'm gonna read one that I have right here. This one called Giving Things. Just thankful to be alive and know the things that I know. Thankful for the sun that persuades the plants to grow. Thankful for the black woman. Thankful for the black man. I'm here now. Thankful for the word, sound, and power. Vibrations to destinations, releasing revelations hour to hour. Thankful for the spiritual guidance, and even when I want to be loud, I move in silence. So thanks for the self-control, because even my discipline gets disciplined. Thanks for the people that came into my life, and thanks for the people that walked out. I either learned a lesson or gained a blessing, and even both in some cases. I either got right or got left, even both in some cases. I either did the crime or did the time, or even both in some cases. I either did the helping or the neglected, and eventually along my ways I met karma, underrated but never a bitch. Karma is the truth, Yes, she is. You do dirt, you get dirt, simple and plain. Life is an ongoing cycle. Give thanks to the circle, from the color red to the color purple, from the speedy rabbit to the slowly turtle, from the smallest leaf to the highest hurdle, from the non-producer to the finest fertile, from the alpha to the omega, 4 words, one love, give thanks. Open mic, we'll get straight into it. I'm gonna call up, who we got first? Karima. Beautiful spirit, beautiful person.
All right, all right. Take you all back outside, so I could talk to you, close out with you all a little bit. And I'm going to get back in there and enjoy the show. Just a few other things that I didn't mention. This is a Black-owned venue that we're in West Orange, New Jersey. What's the name of this spot again? Entertain the Idea. Yeah, a spot called Entertain the Idea, where people, can host events. I was here, I think about 1 or 2 months ago for a book signing, and I got to read that book. I'm gonna bring that brother on to the show. He wrote a book called Quarantine Secrets. So, I'm definitely going to have to interview the brother about that in the near future, as well as, some of the folks that are here tonight. Another connection to, finances is cooperative economics. So in-person events like these, it's a financial opportunity for our small businesses. So, we have vendors here selling their products. We have, caterer here with some delicious, healthy foods too. The brother that just performed, he's heavy into the healthy eating. He's a farmer, so he knows how to grow his own food, and so he emphasizes the importance of growing your own food. So these are opportunities to support Black business and network with one another, because your network is your net worth. To promote cooperative economics, and just to build, to build. Shout out to the organizer of this event, Genevas Market. That's another Black-owned business. That's a marketplace for Black-owned businesses. So if you head over to genevasmarket.com, you can find all sorts of products, from your True Laundry detergent, to your mental health tools. I have my good friend Ayana here that I just met. She has a journal, a wellness journal. She has affirmation cards. Of course, my brother Shuja Farmer here. He has his products and herbs that all available on Genevas Market. Body products, all Black owned. It's a beautiful thing. And lastly, I got to shout out one of my former students who was one of the featured poets tonight. This was one of my students from maybe about, this had to be back in about 2016, so maybe about 5 years ago. So she's graduated high school now, but she was a featured poet tonight. And since I knew the organizer, I actually got her and my former student connected so she can pose tonight. So, just utilizing that network, making those connections, that positive energy, that Black business, that's what it's all about. It's a win-win-win for everybody. So I'm not going to hold you all too long. I want to get back in here and enjoy some of these performers, some of these open mic performers, before I head out. So just a couple more shout outs. Shout out to the team. Shout out to DJ, the money coach. He's out in Chicago right now. That's why he's not on the show tonight, because he's out there making things happen. He's out there networking, taking care of business so he can bring more opportunities to our executive members. Shout out to Byron Sellers and Sharnice Williams and Mobile Home Elite Investors. DJ is actually in Chicago for their conference, as a special guest. So shout out to them. We'll be working together to build our own mobile home elite, not elite, but mobile home park. It will be elite. It will be elite. But, we're working together to build our own mobile home park. If you were in that powerful webinar on Wednesday, you know exactly what we're talking about. If you weren't there, I'll try to convince DJ to run the webinar back, so you all can learn about that amazing opportunity that we got coming down the pike for you all. So shout out to DJ, shout out to Byron and Sharnice of Mobile Home Elite Investors. And shout out to you for tuning in. And again, I'm gonna bring it back up on the screen so you know what you're in tune with. You are now in tune to the sights and sounds of Nick's Knowledge and Notions NQ Science Series. And okay, yeah, I just froze up for a second, but I'm back now. And again, like, share, and subscribe. Help us to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so we can spread the message of financial freedom in the pom-pom lifestyle. So with that being said, I'm Nick. Thank you for tuning in to Nick's Knowledge and Notions. And as always, we wish you a pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind, and we want you to come join us on the beaches of the World Club. And your beach doesn't have to be next to sand or water, but your beach is where you find your peace of mind, your personal freedom, your positive mental health, and your freedom of expression. So until the next episode of Nick's Knowledge and Notions, take care, be safe, and I love y'all. Peace.